This story follows a man named Earl, a man who wakes up from a crash with no memory, but with one painful truth echoing through his chest. Loving Rowena used to hurt. His friend Daniel explains everything. Before the accident, Earl had been hopelessly in love with Rowena for 7 years. He chased her quietly, patiently, faithfully, while she stayed stuck on her ex, Colin, a man she loved so deeply that she nearly died in a crash rushing to see him. And Earl? He was just the man she kept at arm's length. When Earl hears this, he doesn't remember the details, but his heart reacts instantly. Even without memories, the pain finds him. He goes to see Rowena, hoping something will return to him, a feeling, a spark, anything. But Rowena wants nothing to do with him. She tells him to leave, accuses him of stalking, and walks away to take care of Colin, who suddenly returned. Earl watches the woman he loved run straight into another man's arms. Still, he tries to be kind. He tries to be decent. And even then, he gets blamed. One afternoon, Colin accidentally falls into the lake. Rowena immediately accuses Earl of pushing him. She screams at him, humiliates him in public, and threatens him, even though Earl was the one who tried to save him. That's when Earl finally cracks. Not anger, just realization.
He whispers, even without my memories, loving her still hurts.
And from that moment on, he decides he's letting go. Earl resigns from his job, packs his things, and prepares to leave the city. He walks away from 7 years of heartbreak he can't even remember, but still feels. But as soon as he leaves, Rowena finally starts losing everything. She begins noticing the empty spaces, the missing gifts, the sketches he made for her, the small things she took for granted. Pieces of Earl that she once threw away now ache in her hands. Suddenly, she's thinking about him everywhere. In places they visited, designs he made, moments she never valued. And then she sees the truth. Colin is not the man she thought he was. He insults her brother behind her back. He belittles Earl. He manipulates her emotions. And when she tries to break it off, he snaps, showing the darkness she ignored for years. Meanwhile, Earl starts building a new life. He joins a new company, wins respect instantly, and a new woman, Ruth, sees the goodness in him immediately. She treats him gently, values him, and slowly becomes the warmth he never received from Rowena. But just as Earl is starting over, Rowena realizes she has lost the only man who ever truly loved her. She goes to his house. She waits outside his store for 3 days.
She finally breaks down and admits her mistakes, begging him for another chance. Rowena, please, Earl, I'm sorry, give me another chance.
But Earl doesn't even falter. He tells her calmly,
I don't remember you, and I don't love you.
Rowena collapses. But Earl walks past her, straight toward Ruth, the woman who chose him. From there, life moves fast. Colin ends up in jail. Earl becomes a rising star in the design world. Ruth supports him through every setback. And eventually, Earl proposes. On the wedding day, Rowena shows up, trembling, crying, begging. She asks him one last time,
If you remembered everything, would you come back to me?
And Earl, now fully recovered, looks at her with the cold clarity she never saw before and says,
I remember everything, but I will never come back to you.
Because for 7 years, he gave her his heart, and for 7 years, she crushed it. He walks back to Ruth, the woman who loved him with no conditions, no ego, no games. Rowena watches the man she rejected marry someone else, and for the first time in her life, she feels the same pain she once caused him.